Hi, it's Melissa at Messy Missy Creates. I almost forgot what to say. I know that my videos have been a little scarce here lately, and the truth is I am like extremely behind in everything. My favorite journal is very behind, and it is it's the 3rd of March, and I'm just now making my journal. So I was trying to get caught up, or at least do some more in February, but I'm like, if I don't go ahead and make my March journal, I'm going to be even more behind. So, here we are. So, this is, my Triscuit box. I almost thought about going back to a composition book this month, but, mainly just so I didn't have to make one, which is not that big of a deal. It takes all of an hour. I was contemplating or considering this gardening. It's really cute paper. It's a Jen Hadfield. And I think it would look cute. I'm waist deep into gardening. I kind of like this polka dot too. I know there's some shadows, and I'm sorry, it's kind of late in the evening, or it's later in the afternoon. Anyway, I still have to cut down my box. I haven't done that yet. So this is going to be a start to finish, literally start to finish, because, yeah. I like this blue and green, but let me show you what really has spoken to me. This one. And I did consider, remember I said something about, this is the, this little bunny picture was in the Happy Mail that Lottie's Faith gave me, or sent me last week. And I think that was my last video that I did. And the one right before this. So I don't have the heart to cut them down the middle. It's not even the middle. It would be like right at his ears. And I don't know if I have the heart to do that. So little bunny might just have to live on my wall. I don't have a 12 by 12 way to frame a 12 by 12 right now, but I did consider cutting, because if I could cut off this much, I thought about cutting him out. And then maybe wrapping him like around my journal after it's finished. So I'm going to just use, this is what I think I'm going to use, because to me this is saying March. And at this point I can't spend a whole lot of time doing this. I think Easter being in March is throwing me off a little bit. I usually have a little bit more time to think about Easter. Okay, I keep forgetting the inside pages. I love this little book. I can't remember. I think it might have been Walmart that I got this, but it's got a neat variety of pages. It's got some colorful stuff. It's got some black and white, some vintage, some floral. Got a little bit of every color. I've had it for a little while, but so I don't know if they still sell it, but I want to say it was Walmart. Okay, so the flip side of this is this peachy polka dot, which I really like that. Or I thought about going with the green, this green grid. I hope there's not as much shadow on the screen on the camera as there is where it looks to me. Or I thought about this. So I'm going to take this out, because I don't know how to use these bigger. If you don't scrapbook, you don't really have a way of, I wouldn't use that for a journal, and I wouldn't use it for a card, so I might as well use this side. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I sure hate using two-sided paper for a cover. And it's not that thick, it's just paperweight. It's not, I do try to use thicker cardstock. And this would definitely be a little bit thicker. But I don't want it to be all about gardening. So, even though that is like 60% of my life right now. The other thing I thought about, these stickers were in, let me get back to this page. These stickers were also in that Happy Mail. And I got to thinking, even though I can't find a way just right this second to use that big bunny on my journal, I thought about one of these stickers. And any of them go pretty well. I'm kind of leaning towards that one. Let me see. I think that's it. Oh, maybe this one. Let me see. Now it's got more pink and purple. One of them, when I put it up to it, it really matched it pretty well. I want to say it's that one because that has that little bit of a peachy color flower in it. But these are such cute stickers, and it could be like front and center on the journal, or I could put it down in the bottom corner, and we can kind of play with that, you know, when I get there. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. And then I have like vegetable stickers and stuff. I haven't done a cover where I've just kind of collaged with like stickers or anything like that, but I thought, you know, that might be fun, something different. But this kind of peachy and green, this orange and green, it's kind of saying March to me. I usually would do something more in the green family for March, but with Easter being in March, you see what I'm saying? So I'm kind of, that's where I'm kind of leaning. I was going to show you, this polka dot paper is on the back side of this cut apart, and I have a couple of these, so I don't need that. I almost thought about this one, but then, and it looks good with the stickers as well. It looks good with a couple of them, actually. Like that one. That one looks really good with it. But, no, I really kind of liked the floral, that little bit of floral. It kind of says garden and Easter, and that's really kind of my world right now. So I think I'm going to stick with that. And let me set that aside and bring out my box. I haven't taken it apart or anything. Excuse me. I usually look in it to see which one is glued, and I pull that one apart. Sometimes I will do this ahead of time, and you could cut this too. I just don't feel like it. And usually, sometimes it'll just pop right open. Oh, I was going to show you. Did you, oh no. Did you notice that Triscuit changed its box? But then I just realized, I hope that you can't see that through that paper, because it's not very thick. No? Maybe because it has that on the back side. Anyway, we're committed at this point. I'm doing it. So, and I'm going back to my white paper. Oh, I meant to cut off, usually before I open it up, I cut off the tops. This doesn't fit in my screen very well, so bear with me. We were out gardening earlier, and it's Sunday. We went to church. We went to the hospital. My sister is in the hospital. It's been kind of a little bit of a week. She broke her back in 4 places this week. And this is the sister that had the double lung transplant 5 years ago. And so it's been a lot. And I have 2 funerals to go to this week. And so just trying to squeeze in where I can and what I can. What do I normally do? Oh, I really had just I don't know if you can see at all. Normally I take this side, and this is going to be my front side of my spine. So I want 6.5 inches from there. I have stuff everywhere. My life is a little chaotic right now. My room is chaotic. My world is chaotic. I mean, it's not bad. It's just a little hairy-carry right now. Okay, I think that was the 6.5 mark. So we went. Okay, before I forget. Okay, so I flipped it over, and now I'm working on the back length. So if I had 6.5, I want a 1/2 inch spine, and then I want another 6.5, right, for the back cover. So that leaves me 7 inches from this same marker right here. So now I'm going to put it on the 7 inch, which you can't see that that's the 7 inch, but I can. So you'll have to trust me. And, all right, we're done with the big cutter. Yeah, I have stuff falling all over me. Anyway, if you are new here, welcome. And I'd like to tell you that, you know, that usually I'm much more put together than this, but that would not necessarily be the truth. So, why lie to you? Occasionally, when I'm making my journal, I have things a little bit more put together than I do right this very moment, but it was kind of trying to film between and trying to journal a little bit, but also trying to film in between hospital, garden, laundry. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a get it where you can get it right now. So I think my husband is still out trying to finish up what we were working on outside. And I told him I really wanted to come in and make a video. So he said, go on in, do your video. Let's see. See if that's going to bend. And it is. Looky there. Now, the key is to get it sort of straight. Sort of. A little bit straight. But yeah, if you're, okay. Why is that not feeling straight? Okay, there we go. We just have to get it to fold. You're really just asking the paper, or in this case, the cardboard, to fold where you want it to. And, all right, ta-da, we have kind of a journal. I'm just going to flatten that seam out because we're going to ignore that one. And, but yeah, there hasn't been any time for extras. It's already been a little hectic because I've just been working in the garden so much. I had my gardening class this past week. That was the other thing. There was a lot of prep work for that. And I also helped my friend this week she licenses new foster parents. And so one of her classes I go and help her with. You know, she does this like 6-week long course so that they can get licensed. And, oh dear. Okay, I did not bring my other little cutter in here. I was making a card yesterday. See, you always hear me say that. Well, I was making a card. I did remember to bring my art glitter glue in here. Wait a minute. I see. Is this perforated? No, it's not. So this is not, ooh, you know what? Ooh, we get to cheat a little. Okay, so this is probably going to be like 12.5 inches long. It has like that little piece on it. So we're going to use that to our advantage. So I have 12, it's really 12.25. I'm still going to cut 6 inches, but I'm still going to do it. I could do it this way. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about at all, because I'm kind of just talking to myself. It has this little place up here that looks like it was supposed to be perforated, like at the top, but it's not perforated. So we're using it. Now let's see. Are we going to use it this way, or are we going to use it for to widen our, you know how sometimes it cuts it close when I use my tape? Oh dear, I hope I have enough tape. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay. Enough of all that. Let's see. What am I going to do? I'm still going to cut. I'm going to cut this one at 6 1/4. And I'm going to make this one my front. Right? I hope. Why does that one still look longer? No, it's not. Okay. Alrighty. had a little bit of a little silent meltdown there. Okay, I am back in business. What don't I have? I don't have and I know they're around here somewhere. Bear with me for a second. Looking for my little glue paper, which I know I have plenty of. Here we go. Here we go. I knew I had one somewhere. That one looks like it has seen better days. So how are y'all doing? I hope that, I hope you're all doing well. If, like I said, if you are new here, I am glad that you're here. And I hope that this doesn't come across as too frazzled and too something for you. But, you know, sometimes life just gets like that, right? You get a little hurried and you kind of just have to wing it. So right now we're just winging it. Okay, I think that will work. So I'm going to, let's see, where does this go? Up to right about where that little barn symbol is. So that's where I'm going to put my glue. And, but yeah, I'm just kind of having to, crafting is not, crafting, journaling, it has kind of gotten pushed to the side. This week especially, but even some the week before. But my class went really well. We had about a dozen people. There was one point where I was a little concerned that we were going to have too many to fit the room. And I had said if I had 10, I'd be happy. And I think that's about what I had. It was either 10 or 12. And it went really well. And they requested another class. So I'm going to do that in a couple weeks. And, yeah, it was great. And then, let's see, yesterday morning we went up and met one of the ladies that works at the clinic. You know, not just a volunteer, but one of the ladies that actually works there. And we went and got the supplies, and we put up some trellises. They have a little, they had a grant for, it's kind of like a combination of healthy eating and the plant-based classes I was doing. It's part of that. So they got this little grant for this little pocket garden. And so they put in, it's just 4 little rows of, you know, 4 little rows where you can plant stuff in. And it's really cute. And we went up and added 2 trellises and another little planting space, like planting space at the base of the trellis that goes up. You know, so you can like pick your fruit up above your head. You can walk, it's tall enough you can walk under it. So that's what I have here in my garden. So we did that, and I probably would have not done that given everything else that's going on. I probably would have rescheduled that or postponed it, except I knew that was going to be the only day for a couple weeks that my husband was going to be able to help. So I said, well, we better just do it. We had been up with my sister at the hospital until pretty late the night before, and so anyway, but yeah, if you you pray it, I'll say a prayer for it. I think they're gonna do surgery tomorrow, and I would imagine she'll spend some time in the hospital and then spend some time in rehab. So, because she's not able to even sit up or get up, walk or anything. So it's been I know that this is the last thing she needed. She was so upset with herself. She fell, which it was an accident. It wasn't like it was something she, you know, obviously planned to do. But I know that was not on her list of things to have to do today or this week. So I know she was a little frustrated at herself, or just at the situation mainly. Okay, so what did I say I was going to use for the inside cover? Did I pull it? I know what I said I was going to use. I don't think I actually... Yeah, I thought I did pull it. Let me see. Did I put... I did. I put it right here. Well. Okay, so we got to bring the cutter out again. And I think that'll look cute on the inside. And that kind of brings in the greens. There was another polka dot. Like a big polka dot. That was kind of a peach color, but it didn't really match. Here we go again. I gotta decide. I'm just gonna cut it. It didn't really match the same tone of peach, so I figured this would be the better option, is to just go with the green. Alrighty, I hope that wasn't loud. That was the little flap on the trimmer. Alright, glue again. Let's get this all down. Yeah, I said I was going back to my white paper this month. I did not pull any. I honestly, I didn't even, I looked a little bit through my paper just to find something that was springy enough. I thought maybe I would go to Hobby Lobby or Joann's or somewhere and look for some Easter paper. And I just hadn't had the chance to do that this week. So we're playing use what you have. And I think that I will be happy with this. It's very springy looking. It feels very springy here. It is, okay, direction doesn't matter. It was, good grief, 78 today, I think. Or something like that. It was really closer to 80 than I thought that we would get. So it was pretty warm out there today. Let's see. I need to scoot this back a hair. I don't know if it's moving or not. I can't tell. Yep, it must have shifted a little bit. There we go. Get this burnish down. My nails look horrible, y'all. I'm like, how can I even do a video with my nails looking this bad? And I'm like, you know what? You're just doing it. You're just doing it. I've had several of them break lately. But, you know, when you're gardening and you have nails, it just happens. So, alrighty. Did I tell y'all one time that I attempted to put tape over this, thinking that it would hide that little bump a little bit better? But actually what it did is made it worse, because then I could see the outline of the tape more than I could ever see that one little bump. So I quit doing that. I did that one time and realized that it really just didn't help. And it really just doesn't matter. It has never bothered me. Like using this thin of paper, I will be able to see it a little bit. And it's okay. It's not a big deal. You know, especially in the grand scheme of things right now, right? Kind of put things in perspective. So, yeah, see, you can probably see the outline a little bit right there. But it is not, and I always make sure it's on the back cover. So, yep. All right, get this trimmed off, and then I'll show you the paper I'm using. So what I was saying is I didn't have a bunch of spring paper. Now, I could have found an Easter egg assortment of paper in my stash, but to be honest with you, I just didn't even feel like looking for it. And I had been kind of wanting to go back to this paper. And started to last month. Let me show you the paper pad. This is Pen and Gear sketch pad. It says medium weight paper. It's got 50 sheets and they're 9 by 12, which is perfect because when you fold it, you know, I do my cover that's like 9 1/4 by about 6 1/2, and it makes this perfect size, and I don't have to cut it down or anything like that. And most of my markers don't bleed on here. The only thing that does bleed is like a Sharpie or alcohol marker, that type of marker. So I think if I counted right, I have 16 pages. We have 31 days in March. And yeah. So I did take them out ahead of time. I did not fold them. I thought maybe we could just catch up while I was folding paper. But I've already told you a lot of what's going on. So so how are you all? What are you crafting right now? Are you journaling? Are you making journals to sell? Do you glue book? That's another thing. I've been itching to do a glue book and I haven't had the time to do that either. So yeah, tell me a little bit about what you're up to. And let's see, we're gonna pick out our embroidery floss. I think I have an idea. I'm not sure. I don't even need to really burnish that. I don't know why I was doing that. This paper is pretty thin, and that's why I like it. I don't really have to make a big allotment in my journal space-wise, like in the spine. And it's been since, I haven't used this since November. Like I said, I was going to, I think in December, I didn't have it and I couldn't find it. Walmart was out of it. All the Walmarts in my area were out of it. And I couldn't get it shipped for some reason. So, then I didn't get it for January. And so I just picked out, I had plenty of Christmas paper or Christmas colors, you know. So I used scrapbook paper in my December, and I used scrapbook paper again in January. And then by February, I had this paper again, but I had so much paper that had like hearts and things like that, you know, just in the pink and purple colors. And I thought, you know, if I'm not gonna use this elsewhere, so I might as well use it in my journal. So I just went ahead and used scrapbook paper in my journal for February, and it turned out fine. But I was kind of missing putting down some ink and, you know, doing some of my colorful backgrounds again. And I'm not counting. I will count in a minute. I already counted the pages one time when I was tearing them out. So anyway, I thought, well, for one, this is easier than having to cut down scrapbook paper, and it takes less time. And like I said, I really was already planning on doing this anyway. Now, if you really want a scrapbook paper background and you use plain white paper, you can always cut the scrapbook paper down to fit your paper, you know, in your journal once your journal is made. So that's kind of the way I always looked at it. Sometimes it's not the right color for the day that I really want, you know, when I build it into my journal. So a lot of times I do start off with either just plain white paper or like, I love graph paper. The graph paper, and that's one of the reasons why I quit using the comp books. Graph book paper got hard to find for a while. Well, I haven't looked lately, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Very good. Okay, just got to put them inside of each other. And away we go. So this is a very easy journal to put together. If you have never made a journal, you ought to consider it. This is a very economical way of doing it. And I think that pad of paper is like $3.98. Of course, you could use whatever paper you have on hand. And then, you know, an empty cracker box that we happen to have plenty of. And yeah, it makes it very easy to throw together a journal in a hurry. Okay, now some of the pages, because I'm doing this, normally you would not put this many pages in one signature. Normally, if you were making like a junk journal or whatever, you would make probably 2 signatures out of this. But it's just my monthly journal, and it is okay. And yeah, that many pages is a little hard to push through, but it's not that big of a deal. And see how the inside ones, because all the pages are the same size, when you get closer to the middle, they stick out a little bit. But that's why I allow an extra 1/2 inch. See, nothing sticks out past the end of my journal unless I want it to. So that's why I do the 6.5 inches on my journal cover, and then this is 6 inches. And some pokey outy stuff. You know, pokey outy stuff. Let me pack this in here a little bit. Well, it'd help if I had all the pages, right? Okay. Let me get mine. Oh, did you hear that? I just stepped on the corner of a bin that had a bunch of stamps in it. Alrighty. I could even use that one. I will put that there as a potential. That's not quite the right minty color. Oh dear. I'm not seeing my needles. I am gonna just clip these together, and then I'm gonna clip them to the inside of the journal a little bit. Here is my, my needle should be in here. I did not check that before I started videoing because I've been really good about putting it back. Let me get my, oh, I see it. No, I don't. But I see something that'll work. Okay, so let's look in my embroidery thread. Okay, this is what I thought I might use, but I don't know. It's not really the right color. Well, if I'd uncover it, you could see that. It's close enough that you wouldn't really notice it. Unless we want it to use like this, like spring green. That would be pretty too. Yeah, I might do that. Although I love this color. And I have that. I have more green. And I do have, oops, I have another orange in there. That might be it. I guess I don't have a lot of orange. So, oop, I took the green. Okay. This, oh, there's some silver thread in there too. That might be a little bit brighter orange than I intended. I think I use that for Halloween. This is a little bit more muted, kind of a coral peach, but that green looks pretty good too. Either there's 2 different greens. I really can't tell the difference in the color. Let's do that. Nope, that one's too short. I must have cut, or somebody cut some off of it. Kind of like this. Let's just use this green. Oh, it's only one thread. Okay, cool. That'll work. Use it up, right? Yeah, I don't know where my little, it's in a little box, one of those little needle keepers. And I normally am really good about putting it back in my little container. It's right here. I told you, it's been a week. It has been a week. Mercy, mercy, mercy. I couldn't for the life of me figure out where I would have run off with that. Or where it would have run off to. Let's see if I can get this thread in. I still have to poke the holes and everything. Ooh, we have a train. Alright, so I've got that ready. I don't need that. I do need this. This is the template because I make the same journal almost every month. I can use this, you know, as my template. I do try to punch through the whole thing at one time. Sometimes that proves to be a little more difficult than other times. And sometimes it works out just fine. But, it always works out fine. Sometimes it just takes some finagling, right? You know how that goes? I want that in the center of that spine. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm trying to get it in the center of that. So just trying to get that where it's angled right there. Let me pack my little papers in there again. Now it'll move, it will shift as I open and close this. So that's just part of it. So I don't know why I even bother to do that, to get it straight. Okay, so what I did is I took a paper that was the length of my paper, or the height of my paper. I folded it in half widthwise, and then I folded it in half, half, half again. And so where the center crease is, right here, and then where the top and bottom crease are, is where I normally make my little marks. And sure, let's use this pencil. And I am not after perfection, y'all. You know that if you've watched me for any length of time. And it's funny because some things do bother me if they're not straight. And obviously I'm trying to get it as straight as I can, but let's see. I'll push the papers up just a hair. There we go. Okay, so if I can keep it like this, I need my pokey tool. That was something else I didn't check to make sure I had. Darn it. But it usually stays right there. Oh, and I did not clean it. Oh, wait. But wait. I think I did this last time too, didn't I? Yep. I forgot the tape. My brain is like scattered everywhere. I use this, it's this fabric tape. And I do hope I have another, I think I have another roll though. Anyway, it's, you find it in like the sports, not the sports section of like say Walmart or pharmacy, but where you'd find like bandages and splints and stuff like that. That's usually where I find it. For a little while, Dollar Tree started carrying it. Let's see. Will that work? I think that will work. Oh, I barely got that over that front line or the front seam. Okay, I'm going to pull out just a hair. I'm going to cut it and then I'm going to flip it over. I'm not doing the inside part. I just fold it over so that it, you know. And then what I'll do is I'll come back and put washi down here. So you really don't even see that on the front side. And you can see through that tape a little bit. I can see little hints of the Triscuit box. Huh. That's my back side. This is my top side. Okay. Okie dokie. Now I can do this. Now that we had it all nice and straight. Yeah, I think I forgot the tape the last time too. But anyway, I don't have to remark the marks or anything like that. I just want to get it straight and that kind of like that. Just fiddle with it just a little bit. You push all those papers in there like that. And then now wherever I have the holes, I'm going to go and just poke right through. Well, or not. Okay. My thumb kept hitting the button that made it release. See? It's not that hard to go through all those papers. That is not very thick paper. It's not cardstock weight or anything like that. So it's not hard to do. And like I said, I don't usually... the ones that I did, the journals that I did with scrapbook paper, gator mouth more than these do. Because like I said, this paper is a good bit thinner than cardstock. And that's one of the reasons I spent about a year trying to make what I consider to be like the perfect journal for myself. And this is it. Because there's very little cutting involved. There's very little... I don't have to cut down paper. I don't have to think about a whole lot. I just do it. Okay. Hopefully this goes through the correct hole. I'm starting on the outside because I want my, most of you already know that, I want my strings on the outside. And I usually put one of these here so that it gives me a warning before I pull my accidentally pull my thread all the way through. Okay, I'm going in this way. Hopefully all through the same hole. Okay. Oh, and I just shifted my paper because I let the book open all the way. But it's okay. We've already got 2 out of the 3 holes. Nope. So the paper's not going to shift that much. I just need to line up. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing in there. I'm just lining up the needle to the holes that I already made in the paper. And there we go. I forgot to clean the gunk. This tape puts a lot of gunk on my needle. And I keep saying that I'm going to clean my both my pokey tool and my needle, and I keep forgetting. Okay, we're going to try not to split. I think I did. No, I didn't. Try not to split this thread or this thread, but come up through the same hole. This is just a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And there we go. Putting my needle back up and back in its container. All right, so now that I have them all threaded, I'm going to take my clips off because I'm going to pull them tight, and I want the, I'm going to get my strings even too while I'm at it. They're all the way threaded, so your pages aren't going to move that much, but I want them to center up, and I think if you leave the clips on, I think that prevents that sometimes. And then I'm just going to do a couple of knots. I don't do any fancy knots or anything like that. I just do, you know, just like you're tying your shoe. And I have not had one come apart yet. Well, let me do one more knot. How are we on time? Okay. I feel like I forgot something, but I'm going to tie this in a bow. And I'm not even going to say it this time. There. Not even going to say it. Oh, I do like that when that's open. I like the green. I'm glad we went with the green. I do not have my green washi out or anything like that. I usually try to put, like if I want it to make a pocket, I usually try to put my washi on. Oh, I know what I didn't do. I have some green gingham. I usually put a piece of ribbon or something on here like this. Oh, that's kind of cute, actually. I thought that would be too busy with that floral paper, but it doesn't look too terribly bad. Let me see. Give me just 1 second. Let me see if I can find some more ribbon. I have a stack of books in front of my closet door, if you were wondering what you heard. Okay, so I got my washi too while I was at it. And I have, that actually matches that mint green. I have my whole little bucket ribbon here. Because if I'm not mistaken, I have, oh look, that looks like little carrots. Huh. Let's pull that out. I was thinking I had some green little, oh, this is some green gingham that's thinner. That might be better. Purple gingham. I was hoping, I thought, and I still think I have some somewhere. I have some like lime green, what am I trying to say? The pom-pom ribbon. That's just kind of a green cord. Let's see. I've got a solid, I don't want that fluorescent green though. Okay. I'm almost wondering if this would work. If there's anything in here that catches my eye. This is just the, I get them from, I was getting them from, I don't know that Michael sells them anymore, but Hobby Lobby still sells them sometimes. Just bags of ribbon. I've got this little orange rickrack, orange polka dot rickrack. That's cute. Oh, I've got orange gingham too. Oh, mercy, now I have choices. Choices are not a good idea for me. Okay. We're going to limit our choices, though. I'm putting everything else back up. I want to see, because this almost looks like a carrot. I want to see if that actually doesn't look too bad. I don't know when else I would use this. It's not my favorite. Let's try, we already saw the gingham, but this is a smaller gingham, and that's really cute. It's just flat and plain. We don't need this red. But I'm thinking I'm gonna like this. Even though this is more orangey than the orange on here. The orange that's on here is more of a tangerine. But that's kind of cute, huh? I tell you what. Let's play with washi, and you can put in the comments which one you would use. The carrot looking, the green and orange, or the green gingham, or the orange polka dot. You can put in the comments which one you like better. And then we're going to pick out some washi. I have all my St. Patty's Day in here. I have just green with like little purple flowers, which does not match the peach. This is not the big bucket of it, but I figured this would have enough of my greens in it. Nope, that's not the right color green. I don't know that I like that either. What about that one? The green stripe? Well, I have green gingham again. It's very thin though. I kind of want something a little thicker. Kind of a green floral. I don't know if I like that. And then just green shamrock. But I don't really want the whole thing to be shamrock. Let's see. I mean, I could use it. And I could still use this purple. I think it has a little bit of orange in it. It's very springy looking. My body is very ready for spring. I don't have to use this for the pocket either. I could use something else. But I don't have anything else at my ready. I think I kind of like this. I want it to be wide enough to cover those dots. Let's see. Let's kind of put it in place there and then see what that pocket. That doesn't look bad. Of course, I could just use that. But why do that? Does that look bad with the purple flowers? Oh, I didn't look at... Oh, wait. But wait. We might have another option for... Alright, let's try this. Let me roll that back up a little bit. Oh, I have another one in here. This is kind of, I think that green plaid's going to be too much because that already is like a, not a plaid, but okay, this is going to be one of those that tears. And I don't think it's going to, no. I don't think it's going to be the right green anyway. Let's see. Well, it might work. It's not horrible. It's very see-through. I think I like the green with the purple flowers better. It does have a little speck of orange in it. I mean, I didn't even try the shamrock. I guess I could have done that. Let's see, is this our front? Yep, that's the back. I like that. I just don't know how it's going to go with that, but we're not going to worry about that too much, are we? We're just going to do it. Just do it. Okay, so I'm just gluing. I didn't put a little thumb notch in it. I'm not that worried about it. I just like having a little pocket in the front to hold. Oh, I did not, and I'm sorry if you were waiting to see if I was. I did. I did not make any March printables this year. I'm going to print off, and I did not do that yet. I'm going to print off February and June's, and I will show them in the next video. I didn't print, it has really been a crazy week. And so, oh, let me show you this other option. So right now we have green gingham, we have the green and orange carrot looking thing, we have the orange polka dot rickrack, which I think is just adorable. It kind of, I don't want to say clashes, but it definitely stands out but this one is cute as well. If I can get it open. So this is the orange gingham with the little pom-poms. That might just win anyway. Like that. But I still like the orange polka dot rickrack. So I don't know. You tell me in the comments which one you want, and then I'll do that one. I'll take the majority for the comments. So orange gingham, orange polka dot, green gingham, or the orange and green. Alrighty. Well, I think that is it for my, that's it for my March journal for right now. I mean, obviously I've got to come back in and do some stuff to it and work in it. And then I still have some catching up of February to do. So, some of that you'll get to see if you want to. And, I will try to stay more on top of my videos this week if I can. It's, like I said, still going to be kind of a crazy week. So if I don't, just bear with me and know that I'm here in spirit. And I will see you back very soon. Y'all have a wonderful day, and thank you for being here. Bye-bye.